This is 100 days in Moonstone Island with a twist. Every 10 days I have to crochet one of the spirits I have caught. Let's hope we can catch some interesting spirits to crochet. It's day 1 and we've crash landed on a random island and my broom has broke. Our starting spirit is Capacity. After just skipping the tutorial because I really didn't want to watch the tutorial, I found a cave and I managed to gather a little bit before passing out at 2 AM. Okay, so now we're on day 2. We woke up to Osono, who gave us a tent, and we explored the home island to place this tent. I decided to put it at the back of the island, made our first craftable, which is a cell box and a balloon. We were just minding our own business in the sauna and Polo came along and made me feel uncomfortable, so we left. I then tried the balloon to fly to another part of the island or to another island. I miscalculated and I fell. We found our first moonstone today. We found our first 2 moonstones today, and that was all we did on day 2. Day 3, I started our farm, and then back in the cave, I found a chest. I turned in some spirit research before catching any spirits at all in this game. I then traveled to my first island and turned always sprint on in the settings menu, which is going to help us. In my first battle, I decided to tame the first 2 spirits, Pampas and Brick House. Now we have some spirits, at least we know we're going to have at least 1 to crochet. I collected my first talisman and leveled up our spirits. On day 4, I picked up the warp whistle, bought a fishing rod and gave that a try. Then I went to the first dungeon, which is on the home island. I got hit several times from these plants shooting in a pattern, found another chest, defeated the guardian, and activated the first ando tree, increasing my stamina. I then finished meeting the locals and finally bought some seeds and fertilizer. On day 5, I got the furnace recipe from Farah and some cozy furniture from the workshop. I then proceeded to make 2 furnaces to start making some bars, some iron and some copper bars. Then I headed to another island, and this time it was the Earth Temple. I will come back to this later with the ingredients to actually open the door. I handed in my first memory shard to the wizard and made more furnaces because you always need more furnaces. I then placed the cozy furniture that I bought earlier in my house. Crafted a moonstone enchanter and a memory mirror. And inside the memory mirror I unlocked Luminous. On day 6 I watered the plants to start the day, as you do in most farming sims. I found another dungeon, and of course, me and my spirits defeated this garden too, and received another stamina boost and mirror shard. Okay, it's shooting stars. We are inside a psychic storm. I just decided I'll just collect the mushrooms. I found another moonstone. I was building this bridge before I could even do anything. I just passed out. Day 7, I made a wish. Then I crafted a spirit barn, which is definitely going to come in handy. Smelted some more ores. Collected the resources to make some spirit stools. And now we have room for 3 more spirits. On this wizard hat-shaped island, we received another talisman. And I dug on the X marks the spot for buried treasure from this map that I'd found previously. I then took out Fluffy Fox by accident and I fell asleep in midair. Day 8, I actually managed to tame Fluff Fox and not destroy him this time. I also made a broom, which is definitely an upgrade from our balloon. I then got destroyed on an electric island. It was a very short day. Day 9, it's time to tame a new spirit. This time we're taming Hopstraw. I turned in our spirit research. That's 2,330 gold, pretty good. Tamed a worm. This one is really cute. Turned in another memory shard. Tamed another spirit. This one is called Misty Slime and it is really cute. But I had no space to keep it. Sad face. got a new card talisman, unlocked Tame Adept skill. It was a really good day. On day 10 our plants are done, so I harvested the stone fruit and flax flower. Fed the spirits in our barn, gotta do this daily so they don't die. Flew to a new island, the brim is much better than a balloon. Tamed Starcy, our first water spirit, might I add. And leveled up our spirits in the medallion. After 10 days, we now need to crochet one of these spirits. I decided to go to Twitter. After not really posting much on Twitter, I had very low hopes that this would work. But creators of this game actually shared my post. So worm won by 58%. I started with sketching out what the finished worm should look like, including the colours, so I can match this with the yarn later. Then I broke up this drawing into different parts that I would need to crochet to put together as a finished piece. I wanted the worm to be able to fit through a hole in the apple instead of just sewing on a head and tail. I started with the apple, working from bottom to top, so from red to green. The key challenges for the main apple was the shape, the placement of the holes, and the colour change. To keep the structure of the tube that I inserted inside the apple for the worm to go through, I had to keep the worm or some sort of object inside it so that I could stuff the rest of the apple. This is the finished worm, and I think the worm was a great starting spirit for this video. Bit challenging to make, but very fun. On day 11, I sold 3 iron bars for a quest, purchased more seeds and fertilizer. And now let's add the worm that we just made to our team as our first crocheted spirit. I actually found an interesting discovery about this worm is it will cut down the grass when it is out as you walk along. I planted more of those seeds that I just bought and fertilized them. And I found the ingredients needed for us to do the earth temple. The first boss, pretty easy, long log, only a level 5, destroyed. We then actually received the alchemist wand. Let's continue to the next floor, going up this magical ladder. It's like being in your own fairy tale of Jack and the Beanstalk. Up the beanstalk, there was another long log, only a level 6. Defeated, easy peasy. We got a loot chest for destroying it. I upgraded one step ahead and link to the grass. Can't remember what those do, but I'm sure they were good. It's day 12. We're watering our plants again because, you know, farming sims, watering daily. And we're back in the temple. This time we needed clay and moonstone. Oh, okay. Black lines on the screen means this is going to be the boss. This is probably the cutest boss I've ever seen. Wildwood is like a tree. Oh. Wildwood destroyed us. That's the end of the day. On day 13, I started off the day by upgrading our spirits because I definitely need them to be able to defeat this boss. I then unlocked Beginner, Spirit Mancer, and Trader. Oh, so day 13 was very short. On day 14, I tamed another spirit. This one is called Mumbleweed. We are in another dungeon. I made sure that I upgraded all my spirits in my medallion before continuing, just to make sure we're at peak form. Our peak form was not the best. Capacity was left to try and defeat all 3. Defeated 2, but this level 11 worm got to us. And that was another short day. It's day 15. I like the look of this spirit, so I decided to go up to it, maybe tame it. And we did. This is called Oaken. Watered our plants again. Okay, we're in the spirit barn. What did we get? We got another worm and this lampshade looking thing. The spirits that are born were very low levels. I think level 1. So just went in and picked a bunch of random cards to upgrade them. So they were higher levels. Maybe I didn't tame that tree oaken spirit for myself. I might have had Parlo in mind for a quest. I then gave Parlo oaken Bit sad about that because that's actually a really cute spirit. I like it. But for doing that, we learned a new crafting recipe. I decided to go back to the Earth Temple. However, this doesn't look good. We're at 1 health and the boss is nowhere near defeated, as well as his minions. I think this is going to be another loss for capacity. Actually, capacity is very strong and we defeated at least one of the long logs before, yes, eventually dying. Upgraded some more skills, energy boost, and rise and shine. Day 16, we got some more cozy furniture. These books I placed and this coffee table. I then went into a mine and did some mining for some rocks and some ores. Brought those ores back to smelt in the furnace. Made a anvil. In the anvil, there's a couple of things to make. Nothing that I need to make right now. On another island, we ran into Mumbleweed again. I do not need to tame the spirit, so I will happily let my other spirits destroy it. However, this cute little thing called Dusty, you are coming home with me. We are in another dungeon. What do you think's gonna happen? I think we're strong enough to defeat this boss. This guardian. Guardian defeated. Another moonstone shard collected. Another chest opened. And back to the Ando tree for another stamina boost. Ooh, we have weak link now. Means the dungeon boss start combat with 2 less armor. That's helpful. On day 17, another day starting on the farm. Picking up our stone fruit and flax flowers that are now ready. I found a bunch of gemstones in this playthrough so far, so I'm just bulk selling them because that's what you do with these. You don't have much need other than gifting if you want, but I sold them all for monies. Fed all my spirits in the barn and collected their resources. Did a bit of chest organization. Turned in our research, which up to this point is quite a lot. I also sold the sea glass because one of each of the first spirit resources goes on these little display chests. It's like the museum for this game. We are now on a beach island and I decided to go on one of these totems and it took us to a poison island. I tamed an emo shroom because I love mushrooms. Also tamed a ribeye and I think we just left that battle or we destroyed them. Either way, we then found the jackpot of islands, the mushroom island. Look at this. This is actually the autumn or fall island in this game, I believe. There's one for each season. Don't know where we went after this, but we came across more spirits and unfortunately we died. Ending day 17. On day 18, I saw another one of these okons and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get that. Turns out it was a mini boss, so I can't tame it. We had to destroy it. At least we get to get some points to level up for destroying it. Use those points to level up the spirits. And look at this cool little slime. His name's actually Cool Slime. You shall be mine. I don't know why I hit him at first. I guess I forgot that I wanted to tame him. But as soon as he wasn't unconscious, I tamed him. And he's ours. We're back at the Earth Temple. This is the first out of I don't know how many attempts I got to defeating this boss. I stayed up all night one time. No, I didn't. I stayed up a couple hours later than I should have playing this game. But I think we're actually finally going to defeat the boss. I don't know why his minions keep respawning. It's very annoying. Am I going to do it? Longlog has 7 health. Wildwood has 25. And my worm only has 17. Guys, I think we're about to do it. And with 24 earth damage, we did it. I did it. Me and my spirits did it. We defeated the boss. We got our first seal, the earth seal. A very good achievement. Feeding the spirits, collecting the resources. Look how many we have now in this barn. This is a lot of spirits to choose from to crochet. I swapped out Emo Shroom for the Rablet because I wanted to use Emo Shroom. Made sure they were all leveled up for battle again. We're in another Psychic Storm. I run into Beardini, a exclusive to the Psychic Storm. A Psychic Pokemon spirit, if you will, that I really wanted to tame. So I did. But I forgot I did not have any space in my barn for any more spirits, so I had to let him go. On day 19, I flew to this island, a poison island, and the wizard is here. So I turned in my memory shard and bought a meditate talisman. I received another talisman. This one I chose was the study, adding a new card to our deck. Then we ran into some enemies. These ones are poison enemies I've never run into before. Maybe we will tame one of them. Marsha looks kind of cool to tame. Hopefully I don't actually tame these because I have no space in my spirit barn. And I think as I'm playing this, I do know this. We're just defeating them. We're just destroying them with our powers. And as soon as we tried to leave, we came into battle with more, or maybe I chose to battle. I don't know. Either way, we're battling more poisonous types. And surely this rad lad cannot destroy us. No, he can't. On day 20, I'm in the dungeon. Number 3, 4, I don't remember. This dungeon was definitely trying to stop me with these fans and these fawns, but it could not. I found a chest with a crafting recipe. You get like a crafting recipe in every single chest. They're like decorating ones. Bunch of gems. As with every dungeon, there's the Guardian that we obviously defeated. We are very good at this game now. Got another chest, but my inventory was full, so I had to get rid of some stuff. Maybe I should empty my inventory. There's a lot in there. Went to the Ando tree, got more stamina, talked a bit with Farah. She's actually someone I want to romance in this game. But for now, I just really need to buy a reinforced hammer to make breaking a lot easier. Sold out my gems though. I wonder, do they sell more than if I were to sell them in a chest? That was a very quick day. Day 20 was so quick. Another 10 days in the game, so we have to pick a spirit to crochet. I lined up all the spirits on the right that we caught in these 10 days. So out of these 7 are what people can vote for on Twitter. The results from the Twitter poll was Dusty and Cool Slime were tied. So I went to YouTube and asked in a community poll. And the winner is Cool Slime. Cool Slime is our second spirit that we'll be crocheting. Started out by drawing this cute, adorable Cool Slime on my tablet, but this one is actually pretty simple to crochet. I think the most complicated part was the hat, which I made way too small. I might need to adjust the pattern before giving it to you guys, but it's just basically a green ball with a brown hat. I did a backwards cap. And that's Cool Slime and Worm, the first 2 spirits that I've crocheted for this game. I will see you guys in the next part for 2 more spirits in the next 20 days of this 100-day Moonstone Island challenge.